are you, Michael Tressler?
Hi. Hello, world. I'm not Jimmy.
Not.
Jimmy's moving, right? It's the big day. It's finally the big day for Jersey
hopefully
Jimmy.
It's the big day. He's been working on moving for like a long time. This has been like the longest house build in the history of all mankind. But hopefully he's moving in today. Fingers crossed.
Yes, and so we'll see if he's watching or if he's actually working. I hope he's not watching. I hope he's actually working, get it done, and enjoy his long holiday weekend. So let's see what we have going on here. Hang on, I'm in a state of disarray.
It's all good.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Got a lot to cover this week. Yeah.
So, all right, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right. So, an announcement that kind of maybe slipped through the whole Enterprise Connect and all the other things is SIP Guest Join. This is Microsoft working with PECSIP to help ease and simplify the connectivity to old school conferencing systems. So it's sort of like Direct Guest Join. I haven't seen it yet. There's not a lot out there, just this PECSIP article that popped up the other day. The way it reads is, it's one-touch join to CVI. You don't need to have CVI coordinates. You just, it's making it easy to join legacy systems.
Awesome. Any possibility to join meetings on legacy devices is always a good thing. This kind of skipped me by. It was, like you said, a buzz this week, and I didn't catch it. So a lot of us are scrambling to learn more. There's one article out there. It's a couple blogs on LinkedIn. So wait for more details. We need to do our investigative work here, but exciting news from PECSIP.
But super exciting to make it easier to connect to multiple different meeting types.
Always a good thing.
All right, what do we have? Signature Teams Rooms. Marin, you found this one? This is on the Teams blog?
Yeah, I mean, you've heard us talk about Signature Rooms forever. And there's a new blog that came out already, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, already over 5,000 views. Just goes into Microsoft's thought process around building for hybrid, gives you sort of some imagery and guidance around small, medium signature rooms. What does it look like? Furniture, alignment, and suggestions. You'll hear more from us on prescriptive guidance on what is a signature room. What do we have to do with the camera? What do we do with the furniture? You know, you see the wide 21:9 layout. So you're going to hear a lot more from us, but this is the first of several pieces of collateral that are going to go around on Signature, which is exciting.
Yep, it's Microsoft's putting out a bunch of documentation, updates, news on how to stay on top of Signature Teams Rooms. So there's a good one to catch up with what's going on. What's our friend Amanda up to? And if you are wondering what this show is about, this is Selling Teams Rooms 101 topic right here.
Yeah, we don't get often to get into the dirty details of distribution. That's actually my background. I spent a good 10 plus years at distribution for managing distribution, and some exciting news out of Ingram Micro. If you're familiar, if you work with them, they have a platform called Xvantage. And historically with Teams Rooms, you've got hardware, obviously, but you also have software. And oftentimes at distribution, you do those on two separate platforms. We, for the longest time, have not been able to bring the two together on one single invoice. And that is what Xvantage is actually doing. So long time coming. This is the first I've seen of a distributor to be able to do this. I know that's been something that's been in the works for quite a while. So check out the blog. Amanda's got a great blog. If you're not following her on LinkedIn, please go ahead and do that. She's doing sort of a deep dive on data. She loves data just as much as I do and gets into the number crunching there. So go ahead and give Amanda a follow if you're not already.
Yep. So there you go. Selling Teams Rooms 101. Yeah. This is what you tune in for.
Yeah.
Info like that. And staying compliant is cool.
Yeah, we've been super nice about this. We talked about the fact that people are using user licenses, their E3 or their E5, on Teams Rooms devices, which clearly are not user-based systems. So we are now going to be enforcing that. I think there's people that have been asking that for a long time. When's it going to be enforced? We announced over a year ago that will be enforced as of July 1st. So we're getting closer and closer to the deadline. You said we're being nice. We're going to be not as nice. It's not going to be nice when your room doesn't work, basically, on July 1st. So sending many, many updates to the Teams Admin Center, letting all of our partners know, letting all of our licensing partners know. But this is a really important conversation that you want to have with your clients. Let them know to go in and check what licenses they're using, because come July 1st, that's going to be really important.
Yeah, as a Teams Rooms admin, it's sometimes annoying to be constantly pestered. It's like, I know, yeah. But I know. There's so many millions of these out and about who are properly configured or less optimally configured, that the
a lot
message is being pushed out on every possible channel. So
Yeah.
good for
Don't
good for
procrastinate.
Microsoft for getting that message, driving that point home, so people don't July 1st come into the office and are unable to sign into their meetings.
That would be bad. Well, I love a work lab. I know I've got some friends in the chat that love a work lab. A lot of great articles and content came out like pre-Enterprise Connect. This is a new one that came out this week that talked about AI. AI is on the tip of our tongue every single week, but it goes into just, I think, 3 key areas. They talk about how AI will impact creativity, how it will impact productivity, and how it will up-level skills. We actually had several of our key senior leadership members in a lot of articles out in the channel this week, just talking about how it would impact different industries. I saw a really cool one on medical, which clearly would be amazing if we can leverage AI to do more amazing things there. So I love a good article and blog on Work
And
Lab.
apparently it can't be a selling Teams Drones without talking about AI. So here we
Yeah.
go. It's the AI
Yeah.
story of the week.
It always is. And I think you're going to see more, because I think obviously coming out of Enterprise Connect, there's a lot of questions of like, well, how will AI impact Teams Rooms specifically? And I think we're in the process of building that out to talk about. Clearly it's built into our cameras and devices, but how is it worked into our analytics and things like that? So I'm excited to hear more.
Oh, I read this morning real quick, slightly off topic. SwiftKey, the Microsoft Android and iOS keyboard.
Yeah.
They're adding Bing Chat GPT integration directly into the keyboard, so you can just search right there and then have it write your text for you, and then just paste it right in, and you'll sound eloquent if you don't, and plus fewer typos.
We all need that. I was telling Michael this morning, I'm like, be careful when you click on this link. There is a Taco Bell ad that just keeps pestering me every time.
I'm like, targeted marketing is getting you, man. Your Taco Bell, your 2 a.m. Taco Bell fetish it's getting into your work life.
That I did. I thought it was interesting that our chief people officer of Microsoft in Fast Company this week talking about human energy crisis. We talk about things like burnout. This is a real deal, especially when you get into the whole more with less conversation. We're all doing a lot more meetings than we ever have, doing a lot more work than we ever have. It's important to take time out, encourage your co-workers to take time. Hopefully a lot of you, I know today is a holiday in many countries. We do have a lot of people in the chat, so hopefully you're going to take some time for yourself. Michael Tressler and I think, are both in Florida, so we're talking about going to the beach later, right?
Yeah, I'm beaching later, and today is a work holiday over here at Jabra, but I'll do this, and then I am heading to the beach later, so
This is fun.
we'll do that. Let's see what's coming up here on the roadmap. I was busy working the comments and didn't go to the next slide. So I thought, I got 5 seconds. I'm like, let me clear some things out. I'm like, I didn't get it done in 5 seconds. USB camera support for Teams Rooms on Android. So what this actually, generally, barring a certain Logi roommate and a Poly, and I'm going to forget the number, G7500, whatever. Sorry if I butchered that model number. The camera's always built in on Teams Rooms on Android. So what this really means is you can now plug in an external camera. So maybe you want a better camera, but more importantly, looks like what you can do on Windows, you can have 2 cameras and then choose which camera you'd like to use. You could have one camera, I think this is getting towards some of those advanced camera features that a lot of vendors are hinting toward. But yep. You can have multiple cameras now coming on Teams Rooms on Android in May. That
was a really big highlight for me at Enterprise Connect. Multiple cameras was a hot topic, and I saw it in a lot of different places.
Yep, and this has to be
in our room. Yeah.
Yep, this has to be there because of content camera. Content camera support is coming to Teams Rooms on Android, so you have to have a second camera anyway. So you may as well just make it a general purpose one as well.
Awesome.
Custom wallpaper Teams. So the whole Teams Rooms on Windows thing, right? We're now on a native Teams build on Teams Rooms on Windows. We've got I'm looking over at my MTR. We've got all the beautiful new wallpapers, the new console, but look at this. I know it's a little tough to read. You can now you will be able to upload 3 different wallpapers. One for, and I've lost Marin. 3 different wallpapers. So one for the left monitor, one for the right monitor if you're in dual monitor, and one for the console. So we're gonna have the ability to totally customize these things with different wallpapers. This is awesome. And Marin is already on her beach break, so you're stuck with me for the last few slides. Smart camera controls, so content cameras with the analog whiteboard, so being able to control all of that content camera goodness. And I do want to point out, let me get the comment out of the way. If you don't know the easy way to look at the MTR roadmap, this is something I made when I was at Microsoft, the aka.ms MTR roadmap. It's a shortcut. It is just a filter on the roadmap page, and it takes you to those things. So we've got a few more things coming up. Hopefully Amanda gets her things figured out. But until then, let's dance. YaLink. Friends at YaLink are doing a thing at the Microsoft office in Atlanta. I don't think I've been to the new Microsoft office in Atlanta. Everything I've seen and heard is it's awesome. So it looks like YaLink is having a great. They're gonna have a great event inside the Microsoft office Atlanta. Double win. You get to see a cool office. You get to see some cool technology. So if you're in the greater Atlanta area, give that one a shot. Oh, she just messaged. Internet fully down. So you're stuck with me for the last few. I don't know how to pronounce this. Mukugu, Microsoft UC Users Group London. So London is getting back together. So if you're in South England, this is coming up 11th May. There's a couple people. I think Tom Arbuthnot, and I forgot who else is on the list. So if you're in the Greater London area, go there. And last slide. One moment. Sorry, I had a cough. I've been fighting. This show is falling off the rail. I guess Mukugu is the way we say it. Let's see. This show's all falling apart. This is our last slide. Even the show's ready for a holiday break. Comms next. I'm wearing the shirt. So it's only 2 weeks away. So for those of you generally in the Americas, but I know a couple of our friends from around the globe are going to visit us. If you are still on the fence of if you should join Comms next, please do. Thank you, Tom. Adam Jacobs is the other one at Mukugu. So Comms next 2-day event. I'll be there. Tom Arbuthnot will be there. Everybody you know and love ish in the community will be there. And so if you haven't set up for that yet or signed up for that yet and have got your travel plans, please do that. We got to go. Have a great holiday weekend if you're celebrating. If not, just have a great weekend anyway.